This is Chloe at Happy, Healthy, and Homegrown. Hello friends, today I have my beautiful sister Zoe, and she's going to teach us how to make her amazing all-natural handmade deodorant. It's cheaper than store-bought stuff, and it works better than any natural deodorant I've ever tried.
I first heard this recipe for this deodorant about 2 or 3 years ago, and at the time I was just buying natural deodorants off the shelf at the grocery store, and none of them seemed to really work well to keep it. They didn't keep up with the other deodorants as well until I tried this recipe, and it is amazing. You will never smell again once you wear this.
People always ask her to make them some, so one of her specialties is making deodorant for other people.
I like to gift deodorant to dear friends.
In little jars, and every time I visit her, she makes it for me as well.
And every time I run out, I know I need to make more.
So what ingredients do we have, Zoe?
In this deodorant, you start with some coconut oil, some cornstarch, baking soda, and optional, some essential oil.
Here we have lavender, doTERRA essential oil.
And it's so easy to make, literally the easiest thing. It's just an equal part of each one of these. Coconut oil, cornstarch, and baking soda. I recommend organic cornstarch just because of the GMOs, but it's going on your underarms. Anyway, the other quick thing to note is if you're very sensitive to things, then you can go a little bit lower on the baking soda. I usually go a little under on the baking soda just because my skin's a little bit sensitive, and so that's a good thing to note. And if you're pregnant, definitely go a little lower on it because you're usually more sensitive. So let me make it for you and show you how it's made.
Wow,
This is a 1/3 cup measure. And this coconut oil is liquid right now. So normally when I get it away from the kitchen, it will get a little more solid. If you have solid coconut oil, that's great too. If it's totally liquid like this is, then you'll want your final composure to be a little bit thinner. If you have it solid, it's actually better because you want it to come out to the consistency of a nice paste, nice thick paste where you just wipe a little off and rub it on. Next I'm going to add a 1/3 cup of cornstarch. Doesn't have to be exact.
I see that.
And baking soda, like I said, I usually go a little under.
So almost, was that half of a 1/3 cup, or was that a little more than half?
3/4.
3/4 of the other amounts.
Yeah, and then you just keep mixing it until you get a pretty good consistency. Since this is liquid, as I said, it's going to be a little bit thinner. If it doesn't look right, you just keep adding more.
What would you add if it wasn't thick enough? Would you add cornstarch? Because cornstarch is kind of a thickener.
Yes, just a little more cornstarch.
And sometimes cornstarch, I notice, like if you're making gravies and stuff, it takes maybe a minute or two to really expand and to soak up the liquids that you're trying to get it to soak up.
I'm going to use like another 1/4 of a cup or 1/8 of a cup of cornstarch more. When I make it, when it's totally liquid like this, I don't want it to be too thick because eventually it's going to harden when I take it into a different temperature.
Right, exactly, yeah.
And then it kind of gets too cakey to use. So right here,
so if you add too much cornstarch, it could get too cakey.
Right here, that's as thick as I'm going to make it.
So what you're saying is once you put it in a little jar in the bathroom, it's going to get a little harder because it's colder in the bathroom.
Yeah, and it's going to make a really nice paste. And if you get it too cakey, like too thick, just add a little more coconut oil. If you have it too thin, add a little more cornstarch and maybe a speck more baking soda. You can't mess this up. You can always keep adjusting it.
Yeah, so the baking soda is what really absorbs the bacteria. The cornstarch also absorbs moisture. And what was the coconut oil?
It's kind of a carrier.
It's kind of a carrier.
It is antibacterial.
Antibacterial as well.
And then we're going to add a few drops of essential oils. This is lavender. I'm putting in about 10 drops. And it's mostly for fragrance, but lavender is also really good for your immune system and for your circulation, for all kinds of things in your body. Can't hurt having some For lavender.
Yeah, lavender is also an antimicrobial. It's really good at just cutting out bacteria and balancing your body, strengthening your immune system.
And this is the consistency of my deodorant from my previous batch. It's, as you can see, that's about how thick it is.
And how to use it? You just use your finger to
wipe it on your underarm, just like that, just a little thin layer, and it just totally disappears. You
and
can't even
because
see
your
it.
body is warm, it kind of melts a little bit when you wipe it on.
Exactly.
But it doesn't feel sticky or anything.
No, and it shouldn't be too oily either.
Yeah. And the great thing about the baking soda, just like with your cleans your teeth, it also disinfects your armpits in a natural way that doesn't have any toxic chemicals in it, right?
And yeah, nothing bad for you. Very safe. You can eat this.
So let me see the so you put them in. You just put it into a little baby food jar. That's how you store it.
This is an empty baby food jar lid. I just store it in that. You can store it in any kind of container. Whatever you want to store it in, just
awesome.
Something.
And so the reason you use natural deodorant, right, is because like 17 years ago in college, our health teacher told us like aluminum in deodorant is really dangerous, can cause breast cancer, and not good for your body, heavy metals, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So here's our natural deodorant made by my sister Zoe. Thank you for showing us how to make this awesome deodorant here in this late night kitchen adventure. That's a beautiful product right there. I can't wait to try this. Thanks so much for showing us how to make this, though. I'm really excited to try this.
Just making a little application here.
Thanks so much for showing us how to make this, though. I'm really excited to try this. Oh my goodness. And here you have it. Coconut oil, cornstarch, baking soda, essential oil. Everything you probably need to make deodorant is right there in your cupboard already. So why don't you hop up off your chair right now and go make yourself some. I mean, save your health and bless your body. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you have a wonderful day. This is Chloe. Thanks for watching Happy, Healthy, and Homegrown. Be sure to like and subscribe for more great videos.